What's good, y'all? This title is just crazy. It says obese black woman demands the unthinkable from white people. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. Shouts out to Modi Speaks. She had 99.1K subscribers. She about to hit 100K. Go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what it's hitting for.
Hey guys, my name is Modi and you are welcome to Modi Speaks. Black America, we need to talk, okay? Because what I just saw online might be one of the most brazen, entitled, and flat out delusional things I've seen in all my years. A black woman recorded herself, not asking, but demanding that Americans start paying for black women's groceries. Yeah, you heard that right. Not paying for veterans' groceries, not paying for the groceries of elderly people, not paying for the groceries of working poor people, okay? Not begging or even soliciting for help on behalf of these people I listed who belong to these groups, but demanding specifically that Americans should start paying for black women's groceries. And of course, we know the type of Americans she's referring to. The one that starts with W and ends with an E, okay?
What is that, horror? I already know what the white people would comment on that. But if you really want to look at statistics, there's more white people on food stamps and on government assistance than black people, and partly because of there's more white people, but per capita, I think it's still more.
Yeah, we know.
Maybe that black woman would have spoke to you if you paid for her groceries. Instead of a hi, if you said,
Bitch, shut your walrus ass. Oh, let me stop, Lord, forgive me, please. Hey, yo, no, no one can afford to pay for your groceries, sweetheart. Yeah, you do need a baller. You know what I'm saying? But you can't get them. Hey, yo, WHORE.
And ends with an E, okay? Yeah, we know.
maybe that black woman would have spoke to you if you paid for her groceries. Instead of a hi, if you said hey, can I cover your groceries? I think you're a really beautiful woman and I'd like
So to initiate, the first thing you gotta do is, hey, let me pay for your groceries. Then can I get your number? Then it's, oh, I think you're beautiful. Hey, let me pay your groceries right quick. I seen one of these videos. Shorty said, if we in the same store, she basically wants you to stop what you doing. If you see her, go get some flowers. Go look at some flowers, pick some flowers out. She probably gonna look at you looking at getting flowers, probably gonna think it's for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? She wants you to go get the flowers. Stop what you doing. Go get in line with the flowers, right? Pay for them. Well, I guess you ain't necessarily gotta give them to her, but you didn't pay for them, so it's gonna be like you didn't pay for them. It's like, who's gonna? Anyways, she wants you to stop what you doing, buy the flowers, and then go give them to her, and then continue shopping. How you been? Like, y'all crazy as hell, and you can't be speaking like this, Respucia.
if you said hey, can I cover your groceries? I think you're a really beautiful woman and I'd like to make your day better. We're living in late stage capitalism. Things are expensive and black women are tired of being tired. We're tired of having to put on a smile on our faces and take care of everyone while no
You're
one
probably
takes care of
still a
us. So
virgin.
maybe, just maybe,
That's
if
tragic.
you would have just offered her something, if you would have said, let me cover half, or if you would have just left her alone,
Cover
respected
half.
boundaries, but offered something.
I know it's musty in there.
Now, not minding how ridiculous and how entitled her demand sounds, it is very interesting that she chose to demand something as fickle as groceries, especially considering her body acceptance appearance, okay? She did not demand for a gym membership. She did not demand for college tuition. She did not demand for a business startup. She didn't demand training to acquire a useful skill. She demanded for groceries.
Here's how AI can help you close your first 4 or 5 figure deal fast.
So is it
Batchly just launched a new feature.
Was she saying that for white people or just
Food.
anybody?
But when people like her hear that the majority of women in her community is food, but when people like her hear that the majority of women in her community is obese and out of shape, they lose it. They lose it, okay? But she is here demanding for groceries, not politely begging for it because she is truly in need of food, but demanding it from a set of people. This is what happens when you mix identity politics, victimhood.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna have to go back right quick because she was talking about. I ain't gonna play the whole thing. We at 2:25.
Hi. If you said hey, can I cover your groceries? I think you're a really beautiful. Instead of a hi.
No.
What does
Maybe
this have to do? What
that
they got
black
to do with
woman would
white
have
people?
spoke to you if you paid for her groceries.
Yeah, we
Hold
know.
on.
Maybe
Now,
that black woman would have spoke to you if you paid for her groceries.
Yeah, where, Modi? Where you getting white people from now, baby? You know what I'm saying?
told her demand sounds, it is very interesting that she chose to demand something as fickle as groceries, especially considering her body acceptance appearance, okay? She did not demand for a gym membership. She did not demand for college tuition. She did not demand for a business
She wants
startup.
more food.
She didn't demand training to
man.
acquire a useful skill. She demanded for groceries, for food. But when people like her hear that the majority of women in her community is obese and out of shape, they lose it. They lose it, okay? But she is here demanding for groceries, not politely begging for it.
Bro,
because
who is seeing her in the grocery store and is even thinking about approaching her in any type of way? Let alone, oh my God, she's that fine. I need to pay her groceries. You know what I'm saying? You're not even done shopping yet. I can see if we're online, but even then, this shit is insane to me, bro. This is why my last relationship didn't work out, bro. It's because of some fucking money shit, bro. Cause she felt like she didn't have to contribute on nothing. She can buy me gifts. She'll give me gifts. But when it comes to spending money on all the dumb shit that adds up, that doesn't stretch, that doesn't last long, like the gift you got me, the hoodie, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? It adds up, man. It doesn't make sense, bro.
But she is here demanding for groceries, not politely begging for it because she is truly in need of food, but demanding it from a set of people. This is what happens
For
when you
men.
mix identity politics, victimhood culture, and zero personal accountability into a cocktail.
No man has probably ever just walked up and approached her and asked for her number in her life, bro.
Sanity and stupidity. But buckle up because we are going deep, okay? You know, once upon a time, America was a country that prided itself on hard work, on grit, and on personal responsibility. I'm sure your grandparents didn't cry into a smartphone about how life owed them something, okay? They got up, they worked hard, they even worked 2, 3 jobs, okay? And they built something from nothing. But today, we've got obese black women on social media literally saying that because they were born black and female, you, the taxpayer, you, the grocery store shopper, the guy just trying to make ends meet, you should pay for their groceries. Why? Because oppression. Now, the idea that some.
Is she saying this because, like, men? Or is she just saying this in general? Because the way I feel like Modi is painting it is, like, in general. I feel like it's directed towards men. She said maybe that black woman would have talked to you if you would have paid for her groceries. You know, maybe it could have been a general thing, but I feel like it was targeted towards men.
Pay for their groceries. Why? Because oppression. Now, the idea that someone is owed something, not based on work, not based on need, not based on disability, but based purely on race and gender is what I call entitlement on steroids. And it is a full rejection of what America stands for. America is built on equal opportunity, not equal outcomes. No one is entitled to someone else's labor. When you
Not equal outcomes.
buy groceries,
Bro, there is no equality, bro. I like that. That's clever. I had to think on that some more though. She said something right there.
of what America stands for. America is built on equal opportunity, not equal outcomes. No
America is built on equal opportunity. I mean, that's not what. Can't say that, sweetheart. Can't say that because it wasn't built on that, by any means. And maybe now the new era is how they try to paint it. Which I feel like that's true as well, though. I mean, as a black person, bro, like in 2025, bro, you're not being held back by the fucking system for real. I mean, there are things and there is still racism out there, in certain jobs. If you come across white people, they might, that still exists, bro. I'm not saying that, but it's up to you at the end of the day, man. You shape your reality, bro. If you want it bad enough, you're gonna make it happen, and you can make it happen. Yeah, nobody is stopping you from being great out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, bro.
stands for. America is built on equal opportunity, not equal outcomes. No one is entitled to someone else's labor. When you buy groceries, you're spending your time, your effort, and your energy converted into money. Asking for that without contributing anything back is simply theft by ideology. When people see victimhood as power, okay, they stop striving, they stop pushing, and eventually they stop contributing. And what does she mean by black women are tired of putting on a smile on their faces and taking care of everyone? What does she mean by that? Taking care of who? Taking care of everyone. Am I missing something here, guys? How are we taking care of everyone? Black women are taking care of everyone. How? Black women are tired of smiling. Tired of smiling? We are the same people who get all angry and offended when someone compliments our hair or our looks, okay? We get all offensive when especially a white person does the most humane thing a human being can do to another human being, which is smiling.
This $400 power mood base with wireless remote and LED lighting for safety.
I don't know. I be mugging all day, every day, bro. I be mugging.
Angry and ready to pounce when a white person smiles at us.
People be asking me, bro, why you be so quiet, bro? Why you know what I'm saying? You good? Yeah, I'm good. I'm straight. I'm just keep my head on the swivel, bro. Cause just like last night, shit happens, bro. Tap in with the second channel. Y'all can find out what happened last night.
When a white person says hi,
more TYP cam.
When a white person waves at us, we are so pissed. And believe me, if a white person still goes out of his way or her way to try to pay for our things or our groceries, we are still gonna get mad. We're still gonna.
Nah, a lot of y'all women, y'all do be, y'all like a nigga, but act like y'all don't. You know what I'm saying? Cause you don't want him to turn you down, or y'all be pushing the niggas that y'all do like away. Like y'all be liking niggas, but y'all be acting like y'all don't, and y'all talk shit. And you know what I'm saying?
Find a way or a reason to be mad and offended.
Not all, but there is a percentage that do shit
and
like
victimized.
That.
If we don't accuse them of feeling pity and sorry towards us, we're gonna accuse them of feeling all superior and thinking that we are just their subordinates. So that is where they just want to pay us because we look like slaves to them. Either way, these white people can never win. And don't tell me that she never mentioned white people in her video. She didn't need to. We all know she wasn't referring to other black people or so-called people of color. She was talking to white people specifically. Now, this goes to all you white people who are bootlickers and people pleasers towards black people. Please get yourselves a good dose of self-dignity. Destroy that nonsensical white guilt that pushes you to fawn over a clearly unwelcoming, frowning, angry-looking, unapproachable black woman, okay? Start practicing
groceries. You need a diet.
Garbage in, garbage out. What they give to you,
she's had enough groceries.
And I know that there are wonderful, normal.
I bet I'm already buying her groceries. Yeah, see, I already knew them type of comments. That's what I was saying about the white people comment. I bet I'm already buying her groceries, nigga. She doesn't look to me. She stored enough groceries for the winter. She's good.
Welcoming black women out there who would reciprocate your kind energy and appreciate your compliments or your kind approach. And to them, I say, return the positive energy. Return it. But you see those one of them who think you owe them groceries and that you need to fall on your knees and bow down to them each time they walk by just
Bitch, talk
because of what
about
happened
groceries. You
long
chose the
before
wrong
your
topic.
grandparents were even
Should said
born.
something
To
else.
those
We
ones, I
on your
say,
ass.
give them the same energy. Give them the same energy. It is time you grow a spine as a white person. I am black, and even I, as a black person, I am tired of these entitled people.
Modi, where you from, sweetheart? You know what I'm saying? Where this accent from? You from Africa? You talk about you black America. I'm trying to figure out where you from.
When I scroll on the internet and I see comments like offended by everything, ashamed of nothing, entitled to everything, contributing nothing, I don't get mad. I don't get annoyed because I know that it is people like this woman that strengthens the validity of such statements because they portray that statement so well, so well that it is truly shameful. Every black woman who sees this video should be mad at this woman for portraying black
Well,
women
there's definitely white people that fit the stereotype as well. Like they have their stereotypes and they fit them as well.
in a very negative light, portraying black women as needy and indigent and unable to feed their entire
This is the way people act these days, bro, is a reflection of history, man. You know, once you wake up, it doesn't become an excuse. It's never an excuse, but like if you're unaware, you're not awake to realizing to understanding that, then you're not gonna do better. You know? That's why most people in the hood, bro, they don't know nothing about the hood, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They don't got the mindset.
video should be mad at this woman for portraying black women in a very negative light, portraying black women as needy and indigent and unable to feed their entire household or to feed their household, also as entitled and lacking in character. Responsible women with self-respect don't just accept gifts and handouts from strangers. They don't go about saying yes to every Dick and Harry who offers to buy them gifts or buy them groceries, okay? That is a behavior that is left for loose women, women without good moral upbringing or good moral principles. But this woman in her video portrayed black women as easy and needy. But I have a feeling that most black women who come across this video of mine will have more contempt for me as a person staunchly protecting the honor of black women. They will hate me, but they will label her a champion and an advocate for demanding that black women be seen as nothing but needy and incapable of returning a warm greeting unless the person greeting them pays for their groceries. Martin Luther King had a dream, but you ninjas like this woman keep messing it up. I am just fed up at this point. I am totally done. I am fed up. But let me just say one thing before I go. And it goes to this black woman and every other black individual or whatever color you are, whatever race you are. If you share her opinion, this goes to you. You should go and put yourself to work, okay? Get a job. Stop birthing children for multiple men. Register at the closest gym.
She on
Watch your
y'all
food
ass,
intake,
man.
okay? Save money. Budget your finances and start living life the right way. Believe me, you will no longer need white people or any group of people for that matter to buy you groceries. Do this and know peace, or shut up and keep wallowing in self-entitlement.
Quit
But as
having
always, guys,
babies.
these are my thoughts, these are my opinions, but feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, I don't know what.
Hey man, shouts out to Modi Speaks, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. Get at you on the next one, and I'm gone. TY Pit 9.